Hey, my name is Robert Wisniewski. I'm here to talk to you about the history of January 2001. So, on January 6, 2001, George Bush was certified as President of the United States. But for nearly 20 minutes in the House chamber, a dozen members of the Congressional Black Caucus, joined by a few sympathizers, tried to block the counting of Florida's 25 electoral votes, protesting that black voters had been disenfranchised. Florida's highly contested electoral votes were crucial in Mr. Bush's victory after a prolonged legal and political battle following an inconclusive election. In doing this, it gave George Bush the 25 Electoral College votes from Florida and allowed him to beat Al Gore 271 to 266. This was extremely controversial and was the third closest race in U.S. history. George Bush was officially sworn in on January 20th. On January 10th, Apple released their media platform, iTunes. Apple expanded on core features with support for digital videos, podcasts, ebooks, and apps purchased from the iOS App Store. iTunes opened a gateway in order to purchase, browse, download, and save music. Even today, iTunes is still the backbone of the support for Apple devices. We need to transfer your photos, music, and even back up your entire phone. On January 15th, Wikipedia was created. It's a free wiki or content encyclopedia. It was launched by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger. This is one of the most resourceful web pages on the internet and has close to 52 million wiki pages on the internet today. In the Philippines, on January 20th, Joseph Estrada was originally impeached for playing a gambling game, and it also started up the revolution of the Power People too. In more depth, I found that Estrada had over 500 million pesos, which is close to $130,000. These were used to make his bets while playing the game Juntag, which is a legal numbered game in Philippines. They continued to find more information about him having multiple offshore accounts under his name and different names. This led to the people of Philippines to start the People Power II revolution, which eventually impeached Estrada in office in late 2001. On January 23rd, 5 Falun Gong members set themselves on fire in Tiananmen Square. The Falun Gong is a religious practice of spirituality in China. This group has been known to have been abused by China and their officials. It was said that 7 of the members traveled to Beijing and 5 had set themselves on fire. Of the 5, 2 died, and 1 died during the burning, and 1 was a 12-year-old girl who died weeks later. It was hard to find more research on this just because China has very strict laws. The Falun Gong, a group that preaches balance, peace, and meditation, denied that they had any part in this self-burning and stated that those 7 members were not a part of their church. The theory today is that the Chinese government originally set up the Falun Gong to bring hatred to their group. In the month of January 2001, the #1 record recorded song was Independent Woman by Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child was a group of 3 ladies known by Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams. The group had many hits down the line, but eventually broke up and began their own careers. After the breakup, Beyonce's career began to take off, and she is now one of the most famous artists in today's music culture. Thank you for listening to the history of my birth month and year.